What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report for Friday, October 31st, 2014, delivering some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMLO. Or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can also listen to The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just search for and click on The Entertainment Report, and it will take you to the page where you can listen to any previous episodes. Happy Halloween, everybody. The Queen Latifah show is refuting a report that it canceled an interview with comedian and actor Bill Cosby. A spokesperson told the Wrap Mr. Cosby's scheduled appearance on the Queen Latifah show was postponed at his request and was in no way related to any of our recent or upcoming scheduled guests. TMZ reported on Thursday that the show canceled Cosby's appearance after his history of being accused of raping 13 women was brought up by comedian Hannibal Buress during a stand-up performance last week. Borges said, Bill Cosby is the effing smugglest old black man public persona that I hate. Pull up your pants, black people. I was on TV in the 80s. I can talk down to you because I have a successful sitcom. Yeah, but you raped women, Bill Cosby, so bring down a couple notches. I don't curse on stage, but yeah, you're a rapist. Barrett's statement stems from a 2006 case with Andrea Constand, a former Temple University employee who said Cosby drugged and sexually assaulted her in his Philadelphia area mansion in 2004. Constand's lawyers found 13 witnesses with similar claims of the sexual assault, drugging, and or abuse by the TV star, though the statute of limitations on all their charges have expired. Cosby ended up settling with Constand under undisclosed terms. Cosby has never been charged for sexual assault. Representatives for Cosby have yet to respond to the Rap's request for comment. To industry analysts, Taylor Swift is doing everything right. The pop artist crossover's just released fifth studio album, 1989, is on its way to an estimated 1 million units in its first week sales, an unprecedented number in today's bleak music industry climate. But as she prognosticated in lead singer Shake It Off, the haters gonna hate. Not everything's coming up kittens and roses for the newly minted New York City tourist ambassador. Swift was named the global welcome ambassador for the Big Apple this week by the city's official tourist agency, NYC and Company. The honor come in conjunction with promotion around her second single, Welcome to New York, a song which Lindsay Lozade of Vulture described as, quote, less like the work of a multi award-winning songwriter and more like a song that a Franklin Lakes investment banker purchased from Arc Music Factory for his daughter's Super Sweet 16. And a new series of ads for the city clearly aimed at tourists and not at locals. Swift explains what things like bodegas and stoops are, those not in the known. She explains in one ad in a manner that could be described as pejorative by any longtime city resident. A bodega is a corner store that opens pretty much 24 hours most of the time. You can almost get anything in a bodega. Bodegas are our friends. Most of the criticism over Swift's new title comes over the Pennsylvania natives only having moved to the city last March. And far from having a stoop of her own where she moved to New York City, it was into a $19 million penthouse in the ritzy Tribeca neighborhood. Not every New Yorker shares the agency's enthusiasm about her brand of pop culture carpetbagging, especially many of the city's bigger nightlife personalities. Xavier, a singer and songwriter and performance artist who has called New York City home for just shy of 20 years, says it's just offensive. It's not like New York City doesn't have an impressive roster of artists who are actually from here and who have been here for over 6 months. Has anyone ever heard of Alicia Keys or Rosario Dawson? Hell, I'll even take Sarah Jessica Parker. Downtown Daisian and drag DJ Lady Bunny told the Wrap she agrees with this sentiment. Who made the decision to make her ambassador, she said. Taylor Swift is too boring to represent New York City in any way. She's too boring to represent Peoria, for Christ's sake. But I guess another dull, rich white person does sum up the New York City to some degree. I realize that Shake It Off is her attempt to do more urban music as opposed to country. But please, put her new song on at a block party in the Bronx and see how many people dance. She'll be shaking off plenty of new haters in her new role as ambassador. Legendary New York City club performer Kevin Aviance explained to the Wrap, ambassador of New York? Wow. It is really embarrassing to hear from someone who really does not know this city at all. I used to have so much respect for her. She should stay to what she knows best. A representative for Swift has now returned the rap's request for comments in response to her critics. But not everyone's a Swift basher. The singer has an equal number of supporters in her new role. DJ Doe Gathero has remixed several of her songs, including 22 and Shake It Off, and he sees the logic behind having Swift represent New York City to newcomers. He says, having someone like Taylor Swift be the ambassador to New York is only a good thing because she represents the everyday person either moving to the city or visiting here for the first time. People know her, love her, and can relate to her. I wish I could have Taylor Swift tell me how to pronounce Houston Street when I first moved here so that I wouldn't embarrass myself in front of all the new faces I was trying to put my best foot forward with. Sometimes you need a wide-eyed optimist like Taylor to let everyone know what an amazing city New York really is. Not everyone is made for the Big Apple, but if people feel like they have someone that they can relate to here in the city, then maybe they'll make New York their next tourist destination. Gossip blogger Perez Hilton, who moved to New York City to raise a child, agreed Taylor Swift's love for New York is apparent and infectious. And more importantly, it's genuine. Not only did she write a song about it for her new album, but she's living her now. I can think of a better and more relevant cheerleader for New York City than her. I think it's a perfect fit. Whether or not Swift's appointment has any effect on New York tourism is almost irrelevant. The city hasn't had such a clean-cut, vanilla, and safe representatives in years. Perhaps that she's the perfect 2014 representative for a town where many newcomers, starving artists, as well as long-term residents can no longer afford the rent. The 2014 American Music Awards just got fancy. ABC and Dick Clark Productions announced on Friday that Iggy Azalea, who is the most nominated artist of the evening, will perform at the show next month. Previously announced performers include 5 Seconds of Summer, Charlie XCX, Mary J. Blige, Fergie, Lorde, One Direction, Sam Smith, and host Pitbull. Azalea is nominated for Artist of the Year, New Artist of the Year, presented by Kohl's, Single of the Year, Favorite Female Artist Pop Rock, Favorite Artist Rap Hip Hop, and Favorite Album Rap Hip Hop. Other top contenders include John Legend, Katy Perry, and Pharrell Williams, who each earned 5 nominations, and teen singing sensation Lorde, who earned 4. The American Music Awards will be broadcast live from the Nokia Theater in Los Angeles live on November 23rd on ABC. Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams have lost the first round in their battle with Marvin Gaye's family in an ongoing debate over whether their 2013 mega hit Blurred Lines infringed on Gaye's 1977 classic Got to Give It Up. U.S. District Court Judge John Krostad denied Thicke and Williams' motion for a court ruling stating that Blurred Lines had not borrowed substantially from Gaye's song, instead writing that Gaye's family members, quote, have made a sufficient showing that elements of Blurred Lines may be substantially similar to protect original elements of Got to Give It Up. That means the Gaye's family's lawsuit can proceed. Representatives for Thicke and Williams stated in a suit filed in September, there are no similarities between plaintiffs' compositions and those the claimants allege they own other than commonplace musical elements. They also added plaintiffs created a hit and did it without copying anyone else's composition. That lawsuit prompted a countersuit from Gaye's family, which have been arguing since Blurred Lines became a hit that Thicke and Williams had copied parts of Got to Give It Up. Kronstadt's ruling on Thursday noted the similarity of various hooks in both songs, bass lines, keyboard parts, vocal lines, and elements of both songs' melodic and harmonic composition. A trial has been set for February 10, 2015. Jake Gyllenhaal's Nightcrawler sends a shiver up the spine with the $515,000 rate Thursday night's box office in 2,766 theaters. The open road thriller is not expected to surpass the $10 million at the box office over the weekend, leaving the possibility that last week's teen horror flick Ouija will once again capture the top spot. Nicole Kidman, Colin Firth's thriller Before I Go to Sleep also opens nationwide, as does the 10th anniversary reissue of the horror film Saw. Neither is expected to top $10 million. Theatrical business will likely remain slow this weekend, only to pick up next week with 2 major releases in Interstellar and Big Hero 6. Nightcrawler is currently at 96% freshing rating on Rotten Tomatoes, placing it tied with the Lego Movie as the best reviewed film of the year. Claris Entertainment, Before I Go to Sleep, didn't give critics sweet dreams, receiving only a 39% fresh rating on the site. The re-release of Saw is expected to bring in $2 million at the box office. Lionsgate ran a social media campaign that put Saw content onto the Facebook pages of over 16 million horror fans. The studio also leveraged its own properties and shared Saw content across fan pages for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Devil's Reject, and American Psycho. Nightcrawler features Gyllenhaal as an ambulance-chasing news videographer, written and directed by Dan Gilroy. His wife, Renee Russo, also stars. Tony Gilroy and Dan Gilroy, brothers to Dan, produced and edited respectively. Bill Paxton and Riz Ahmed co-starred. Open Road acquired Nightcrawler, financed by Bold Films and at the Cannes Film Festival. Before I Go to Sleep is a British thriller starring Kidman as a woman who wakes up every day remembering nothing as a result of a traumatic accident in her past. Firth plays her husband, and Mark Strong co-stars. It was produced by Ridley Scott and adapted by S.J. Watson's novel by Rowan Jaffe, who also directs. Message to all Harry Potter fans: J.K. Rowling has a gift for you, which is quite a Halloween surprise. The author released a short story of Pottermore centered around Dolores Umbridge, who has never quite been on Potter's good side. After being sentenced to life in Azkaban prison in the fifth book in the series Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Rowling wants us to explore a bit more of her story in the new essay. The website wrote after announcing what Rowling had up on her sleeve: Umbridge is now only one of the most malicious Potter characters. She is the only person other than Lord Voldemort to leave a permanent physical scar on Harry. Rowling went on to explain why she chose to write about the character, saying, "The woman in question returns my antipathy with interest. Why we took against each other so instantly, heartedly, and on my side at least irrationally, I can honestly cannot say. What sticks in my mind is her pronounced taste for tweed accessories." She continued, "Dolores is one of those characters for whom I feel purest dislike, became an amalgam of traits taken a variety of sources, her desires to control, to punish, and to inflict pain, all in the name of law and order, are, I think, every bit as reprehensible as Lord Voldemort's unvarnished espousal of evil." Beginning this morning at 7:25 a.m., troubled actress Amanda Bynes issued a series of tweets from her verified account. In these, she wrote she was, quote, "going to court today with my lawyer to prove that I am more than capable of handling my personal life and finances, and I am enraged." And she also added, "I just got released from the hospital that Sam Lufty and my parents arranged to send me to because my dad is humiliated by what he's done." Amanda went on to make allegations of sexual abuse against her father, something she did earlier this month, then recanted. "So sorry you've been fooled by Sam Lofty and my parents because they are lying about stealing money from me, and I cannot continue to allow them to abuse me anymore." Amanda Bynes has reportedly been released from Las Ascendias Hospital, the Pasadena, California facility where she's been on involuntary psychiatric hold since October 10th. TMZ, who obtained pictures of the 28-year-old star walking down Hollywood Sunset Boulevard last night, a hearing officer Thursday stated and felt that Amanda was stable enough so she could not be held involuntary, so she ended the 30-day hold that had been granted last week, and Amanda walked out of the front door. According to court documents, this status hearing was required by law to happen within 12 hours of Amanda's release from Las Ascendias into the care of her temporary conservator, Mother Lynn Bynes. Amanda's mom was granted temporary conservatorship of her daughter Monday. Amanda's presence was required at this status hearing in order to, quote, address the continuation of the temporary conservatorship. A February 24, 2015 court date was issued to revisit the status of Lynn's conservatorship on Amanda. In their case, to get temporary conservatorship over Amanda, her parents told the judge the Easy A star posed, quote, a substantial risk to herself, to others, and to property based on her recent behavior. This behavior, per the documents, included Amanda's September 28 DUI arrest, as well as her erratic behavior while in New York, including, quote, surveillance video was released to media outlets which depicted the proposed conservatee attempting to shoplift and engage in bizarre dancing inside a New York clothing store on or about October 8, 2014. The documents also cited reports that Amanda's behavior got her kicked out of JFK Airport, as well as several statements on social media sites about a microchip she believes is inside her head. Before Bynes entered into treatment October 10th, she went on a Twitter rant accusing her father, Rick Bynes, of sexual abuse. She later recanted the allegations, claiming, "My dad never did any of those things. The microchip in my brain made me say those things, but he's the one that ordered them to microchip me." Amanda's parents also stated that she's been, quote, expending large amounts of her savings and that a conservatorship is necessary at this time to protect the proposed conservatee's person and estate. And finally, actress Jessica Biel has been at the center of pregnancy rumors for some time, but now they're really heating up. Biel's pal and InStyle editor Ariel Foxman posted a throwback Thursday snapshot with the actress and captioned the photo, "Congrats at Jessica Biel on your impending motherhood. Looking forward to the red carpet maternity style pics to come. #TBT." Which leads to the question, does Foxman know something that people don't know, or he's just reacting to the speculation that Biel and husband Justin Timberlake are expecting their first child? Radar Online has reported that Jessica is indeed pregnant and sourcing a friend of the stars. According to their story, Biel is 3 months along and due in April. Both Biel and Timberlake's camps have stayed mum on the matter. Questions as to whether or not Jessica and JT are soon-to-be parents began after internet swore there was a baby bump in photos of the super fit star wearing loose-fitting clothes during a recent hike. The pair enjoyed multiple outdoorsy dates over the last few weeks, including a little anniversary hike while in New Zealand. At the time, Timberlake shared his first ever Instagram with Biel of the duo sitting on a bench on a cliff overlooking the ocean. He captioned the pic with a quote from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, writing, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." If the celeb is carrying a bun in the oven, there might be a chance the pair will think about relocating their little family. In an interview for InStyle's August 2012 issue, Biel, a Colorado native, talked about the possibility of leaving LA if she and her Tennessee-born beau have children someday. She said, "I would like those future little people to have the experience that I had in some capacity. It was fun. I love Colorado. I always thought that could be a possibility for me." And that is your entertainment report for Friday, October 31st, 2014. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. Or on Twitter @The Enter Report. You could also follow the show. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes on iHeartRadio. Just search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the iHeartRadio page of the show where you can listen to any of the episodes. I want to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Drink responsibly. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.